days, back when Crackdown was Smackdown. Back when the storylines was actually entertaining and actually compelling, and they made you want to tune in next week. Back when they had millions of people viewing, making the show feel like must-see TV. Now the only thing over 1 million is the $3 billion of debt. They're unfortunately in. To nobody's surprise, Crackdown viewership has taken a nosedive like one of them Olympic divers or something like that. And honestly, it's embarrassing. Last week's episode still couldn't crack 1 million viewers. This is a 29% drop from this time last year. And you can't fix that with a couple of decent shows. It's gonna take a while before Crackdown is respected and hit 1 million viewers consistently. And honestly, it's because of stupid segments like this. You got this dude Axiom, or whatever his name is, whispering something to his tag partner. But that's not even the issue. The issue is he's covering his mouth like he already doesn't have a mask on. Bro, maybe that turtleneck is too tight and it's cutting off circulation to his brain because this guy is an idiot. Now, speaking of stupidity and creative, Paul Levesque, you better not be doing my man Powerhouse Hobbs dirty. He just left from AEW, got to WWE, and guess what, y'all? The crap is starting. Think of this name. Just listen to it. Powerhouse Hobbs. It sounds like strength, dominance, man. He goes to WWE. I'm thinking the list of names they probably got for him: Goliath, Samson, maybe even Leonidas or something like that, man. It seems like the list of names they had for Powerhouse Hobbs was stuff like pillow blanket, soap shampoo, spoon fork, shoes, and socks. Can somebody in the comments please tell me, what is Royce Keys? What is he about to pull up in a Rolls Royce when he comes out for his entrance and have the keys in his back pocket? Or even worse, maybe y'all finna book him like Jeffrey off of Fresh Prince, the butler, out here doing valet parking for Triple H's Rolls Royce. Either way, this is like when I used to put my sneakers on when I was about 3 or 4 years old. This is starting off on the wrong foot. We'll see how this new name thing plays out, but regardless, shout out to Powerhouse Hobbs. Hopefully we'll see him in the Royal Rumble be booked very strong. I'm looking forward to see that, man. That got me thinking of another wrestler I feel like is on the road to be getting buried if WWE don't watch it. I can't think of his name. It's the guy that got 372,000 video packages dropping week after 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 week. Oba Vinny. No, not Oba Femi. Oba Vinny. Vinny, short for vignettes. I don't get it. He already had his debut as Saturday Night's Lame Event going against Cody Rhodes. Now he takes a step back, and now he's in this endless cycle of vignettes, bro. Somebody please make it stop. I don't understand. Trick Williams, he's being booked pretty good on Crackdown, believe it or not. He's in main event matches. He's actually in the top storyline. He's getting time on the mic. He's getting time in the ring. He's getting his reps in. I got no complaints on Trick Williams. How hard is it to do the same thing with Oba Vinny? Bro, Oba Vinny has done so many video packages, he could probably fill up a 2 terabyte hard drive. This is embarrassing. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? Now, it seems like the construction of the Royal Rumble Stadium is making a lot of progress. They're breaking records with this one, y'all. This is the fastest stadium ever built. Almost 3 weeks, man. And already they got a stadium. And they're also breaking another record, too. Actually, how the stadium's being built. You know, usually they got steel beams, concrete, a lot of other heavy artillery going on to build a 30,000 seat stadium, but with this stadium, it seems like the internal structure is built with bamboo sticks. Shout out to Felicia. She pointed this out in my chat when I was live. It seems like they're building a stadium with bamboo sticks and they're looking to hide it with the WWE sign on the side. Man, the last time WWE used bamboo sticks, it was the Pajami prison match. And it's safe to say that that was a complete disaster. Let's hope and pray. Let's keep our fingers crossed we're not in for another catastrophic event. This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression era t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression era t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Crackdown started off with Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, and Mr. Whoop That Trick. Dude is looking like $1 million. He got the Gucci belt on. He got the lemon pepper steppers on. Now you got my man Sami Zayn. He came out in a regular shirt, a pair of Dockers, and a fresh pair of, what are those? Man, I promise, this dude is dressed like a substitute teacher. I cannot believe WWE is about to put the undisputed title on this guy. Now, they go through some minor dialogue. Trick Williams, he winds up striking Sami Zayn with the microphone, getting it in with Damian Priest, man. And it sets up for the match later on tonight with Damian Priest versus Trick Williams. Now, I'm gonna be real. Trick Williams, like I said earlier, is being booked like an absolute star right now. We got him in the beginning of Crackdown. We got him at the end of Crackdown. In the main event, he has an 8-0 pin. He hasn't been in any stupid storylines that doesn't make sense. He's actually in a title picture from the gate. No vignettes. No video packages. He comes in, Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper, put him at the top of the card. This is how you book talent. Next, we got Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov, and it's like, oh my God, how many times are we gonna do this? Click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste. We already had Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo. That's how Carmelo won the title. Before you could blink, we got Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo again. The Miz interferes in the match. So now we're gonna have Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo again. Then after that, we probably have Ilya Dragunov. Oh my God. Next match, you had Jade Cargill going over Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green was looking kind of strong in this match, man. When the match, as soon as it started, Jade Cargill was arguing with Jordan Grace. Chelsea Green didn't wait for the announcements or nothing. She came out, attacked Jade Cargill. She had a few high-flying spots, but it didn't matter. Jade Cargill lost. She did the job. You know why? We've seen Unreal, and we've seen what somebody like Michael Hayes think of somebody like Chelsea Green. He thinks Chelsea Green is a jobber. If it's up to Michael Hayes, Chelsea Green would never, ever, 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 ever sniff the World Heavyweight Championship for the women's, and I think it's just sad, man. Chelsea Green is so talented. Chelsea Green came so far. Chelsea Green is one of your best superstars you have in the back. Is she the perfect in the ring? No. But she has great character, great promo. Not saying she should even beat Jade Cargill, but for Michael Hayes to act like she's a jobber shows you how out of touch this dude is with professional wrestling and what the fans actually want. Next, you got the Wyatt Six putting the tag team championships on the line against Solo Sikoa, Bachaloa, Jeff Nye, and Hakuna Matata! The MFTs, and they win the tag team championships. Great job, man. I don't care about the MFTs winning the tag team championships. I'm kind of over a whole faction having 2 titles. Just make a trios title like AEW or whatever. But I'm happy that the Wyatt Six finally relinquished the titles. They had it since before SummerSlam. They were going on a run that made absolutely no sense. They were barely defending it. They had zero storylines that was entertaining or compelling. They completely dropped the ball with the Wyatt 6 gimmick. I hope the Uncle Howdy character I hope they get rid of that character. I keep saying this. Bo Dallas needs to come out as Bo Dallas and tell the same exact story, and I guarantee it's gonna go over better. Uncle Howdy, he just doesn't give a scary feel. If anything, he doesn't give off any emotion. It's not even funny. You literally feel nothing when you see Uncle Howdy anymore. I'm so over the Wyatt 6 at this point. WWE has people like Rusev and the Street Profits on the shelf collecting dust, calling it a fresh reset. If anyone needs a fresh reset, it's Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt 6. Next, you got Nathan Frazier going over Johnny Gargano in a match that means absolutely nothing, that has zero entertainment, zero anything in it. Seriously, this is nothing but filler. This is the reason why Crackdown is still under 1 million views. They can't crack 1 million views. This is the reason why. Stupid storylines like this. Next, we got Julia and Kiana James getting the #1 contender shot for the titles. Great. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares, dog? This match was full of nothing. Charlotte Flair, one of the best women wrestlers you have. We could be doing Charlotte Flair and Jade all day. She's in a best friend angle with Alexa Bliss that has fallen flat months ago. We should have been done with this at War Games, but we're doing the click, copy, click, paste, redundant crap over and over and over. After that, you got the last match. You got a disqualification because Sami Zayn interrupted the match with Trick Williams and Damian Priest. Trick Williams and Damian Priest had a solid match. I'm liking Trick Williams in the ring. Damian Priest, he did what Damian Priest should have done, man. At this point in Damian Priest's career, it's about putting talent over. That's why you got to keep people like Damian Priest looking kind of strong. He doesn't need a title. He probably never going to be in the world title picture ever again. But they got him at like the top of the mid card right now, so where he could put people like Trick Williams, Obafemi, and whoever else coming up in the ranks over. That's solid, man. Nobody ate a pin. Nobody looked like a jobber. I can't complain with that. So let me know in the comments what y'all think about that Crackdown. Can't crack 1 million views, but let's be real, it has been better than Raw on Netflix. Raw on Netflix has been absolutely the worst wrestling show ever. Like, literally, there is nothing worse than Raw on Netflix, if you ask me. You could go to GCW, TNA, you could go to AEW, Collision. It don't matter what promotion you pick. I haven't seen a show that's worse on Raw on Netflix. So Crackdown being better, you know what I mean? It's not saying much because they still have a long way to go. But at least Crackdown has a few things I could take away from that. I'm like, all right, I could deal with that. Trick Williams being booked good, I could deal with that. Kit Wilson, I forgot to bring up that. Kit Wilson, Matt Cardona doing a program, I could deal with that. Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes, okay, I could deal with that. Crackdown gives me a few things I can mess with. They just have the stupid filler stuff like Wyatt 6, MFTs, Nathan Frazier, Johnny Gargano, all the women's. The women's division is completely like, is struggling right now on Crackdown, if you ask me. We're in desperate need of Bianca Belair, Naomi, and a few other women. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. Later on today, Saturday Night Slam event. Predictable crap. I'm going to call it right now. Sami Zayn's going over. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky's going over. Oh yeah, they did a match nobody cared about, nobody asked for. AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles going over. And Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. That's the only one that's like, I can't really call right now. If I had to say off the top of my head, maybe Jacob Fatu. Cody Rhodes won last Saturday Night Slam event. I think Jacob Fatu is important for him to look strong. Maybe Jacob Fatu. We'll find out. This is going to be 95% predictable tonight. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, though. I'm going to holler at y'all tonight. I'll be live right after the show. Shout out to everybody that be tuning into my live. The usual suspects. Everybody that be tuning in my live, man. My man Rod, my man Gregory, my man Sir Smoke a Lot, my man Chris Collins. It's too many to name, man. My man R-Rex, man. My man Dre, my man Jordan. My bad if I miss your name. It's too many to name. The usual suspects. Yeah, being fearfully confident, delayed, gracefully shit. Yeah, there's too many to name. Y'all know who y'all are, man. I'm going to tap in with y'all after Saturday night's lame event, bro. Good looking for the support. Good looking everybody going to BobbyMonsoon.com for the merch. It really helps with the channel and really helps for everything to grow. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bow!